The Trump administration's energy policies may have cast dark clouds over America's renewable energy industry, but for solar power, it seems the sun's still looking up. Ira Spitzer filed this report for CNA from Stonington, Connecticut.
Dark clouds have gathered over the U.S. solar industry. The Trump administration's One Big Beautiful Bill legislation, passed in July, did away with federal subsidies that had nurtured the sector for decades.
You could get between 30% and in the best case 70% of your project paid for by federal tax credits, up until the rules changed in the One Big Beautiful Bill.
But many solar projects are defying the cutbacks. The Energy Information Administration expects solar to supply the largest share of predicted U.S. power demand increases this year and next. This farmer near Hartford, Connecticut, is leasing a portion of his land to a solar operator with construction set to finish early next year. He envisions the panels coexisting with his livestock, generating clean energy and revenue.
And a portion within that enclosure will be solar panels, not every acre of the 27 acres. But all of it, this is the good thing, all of it will be agricultural land. It'll all be grazable underneath the solar panels, with the exception of an internal gravel road.
Some of the solar boom can be chalked up to a rush to build before the incentives fully expire. But most experts believe solar is here to stay.
We have been saying that solar is economic even without the tax credits. What is happening now is we're thinking about how to do business without tax credits. So it's more of a shift in market dynamic.
One big shift is an unprecedented need for more power. Solar currently accounts for around 7% of U.S. electricity generation. Electricity demand in the U.S. is projected to keep rising, fueled in part by the explosive growth of AI data centers. And solar is one of the fastest ways to add power to the grid. This large-scale solar farm, capable of powering 10,000 homes, was built in just 7 months. However, permitting and grid compatibility issues can slow things down, issues solar operators hope to address. Also, tariffs and shifting regulations over what countries supplies can come from have created uncertainty in what industry veterans call the solar coaster.
The unpredictability of it makes it very challenging. So, as I said, if we could take politics out of it, we know what our runway is and we know what the rules are of the game. I think solar wins every time.
Experts are watching how the end of the subsidies would redefine the way U.S. solar projects are financed.
It's an economic incentive the investment community has come to rely on. It makes it a secure, predictable investment, sort of a plain vanilla. It attracts sort of pension fund, low-risk capital, and that's all going to change without that tax credit. It's going to fundamentally alter the way people look at the industry.
The U.S. may not be participating in this year's COP30, and President Trump may continue to slam green energy initiatives, but on the ground, Eric sees short and long-term potential.
At the end of the day, if you look at we need energy in this country, and whether it's subsidized or not subsidized, it's all going to have an impact on the environment. And I think solar at this point in time is one of the lower impact ways to go.
As the world's second largest emitter of greenhouse gases, what happens in the U.S. has an outsized impact globally. Proponents believe if American solar can power through these headwinds, it can still power the change that the climate needs. For CNA, Ira Spitzer in Connecticut.